Hi, everyone. I'm Leo Yu, Deputy Commissioner of the Census and Statistics Department. First of all, I would like to thank SSRC for letting me to have the chance to share with you what we have been doing in open data through this forum. Before I start, I wish to make a remark that our experiences in open data might not always suit your case. There are two reasons. First, our core mission, in very simple terms, is to let more people to use our statistics. We therefore have strong motivation to look at any means that can help us to disseminate the statistics to our clients. Second, we are not profit-making. So putting these two reasons together, open data is a rational choice to us. Your case might be totally different. Producing data might never be your key missions. But if you are about to open up your data, I think some of our experiences might still be useful to you. Implementing open data involves two dimensions. The first is the privacy dimension, and the second is about operational issues. I will focus my sharing on the second one. Even for data agencies like us, we would find the effort to open up data not as trivial as it might look. The cost can be far more than minimal, especially when your core work is not to produce data. Let me explain how the cost arises in our case. If you look at our website, you will see that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of statistical tables, reports, and datasets in different statistical subjects like prices, national income, labor force, population, and industries. These outputs are different not only in the statistical variables that are included, but also in the different classifications and time dimensions. If you have ever used these detailed statistics in your research, you will see how complex they can be. Behind the scenes, we have different staff teams to produce these statistical outputs, separately managing their own surveys and different compilation systems. At the end of the process, different teams prepare their final outputs and upload them into our website. And this is done, at least in the past. The introduction of open data has nonetheless created bottleneck in our traditional workflows. In the past, in addition to many different tasks, different teams could still be able to squeeze their energy to prepare the HTML and Excel tables. With open data, they have to prepare several other machine-readable options, including, for example, CSV, XML, and API. It sounds simple, but it is actually not. Although we have computers, the efforts required are still substantially multiplied because of the large number of statistical tables involved, their complexity, as well as their high updating frequencies. Besides, more versions of the output will induce higher risk of committing transcription and other errors. The teams have to spend extra checking time to ensure that all results are consistent and in order. As we have to complete all the tasks within a very short duration to maintain timely release of the statistics, the pressure has been increasing. While we fully appreciate the benefit of providing varieties to different users, we also understand that users of those machine-readable data should still not account for the majority. This implies that our traditional approach is not truly cost-effective. So our question is, can we cut the cost while keeping the varieties? Perhaps it is also your concern. Some re-engineering is surely required. In order to be more efficient, we need to have an enabling infrastructure to consolidate and automate the workflows. This is how we have redesigned our website and its backend, which came to beta version in February this year, and it will turn into full production version very soon in April. What we have done is to develop at the backend a central data repository that allow us to consolidate all statistics from very different subjects. This requires a common data model that can codify the wide range of statistical data in different classification dimensions. We have also standardized and automated the method to upload, extract, and generate from the repository the many statistical tables in different formats, including all machine-readable options. By doing so, we can avoid repeated data manipulation work and the need for consistency checking across different versions of the same output, which is the most costly and time-consuming task in the past. We now have a common tool that all teams can deploy for releasing their final outputs. For you, our new website might simply offer a new look and feel, and perhaps some nice-to-have interactive and customization features. What you cannot easily see from the front end is it is a more ready infrastructure for us to further expand the scope of our data services, including the provision of more open statistical data. Besides, with this infrastructure in place, we will be able to further develop interactive statistical reports in a sustainable manner, with a view to replacing the traditional PDF-based report. And we are now making efforts in this direction. Without this backend support, taking further innovation steps might consume a disproportionate amount of our energy and costs. Our experience is that to make open data possible in an organization, sustainability of the approach to produce the data is a real concern to look at. And the marginal cost has to be contained at a reasonably low level. One practical approach is to integrate the generation of the data into the day-to-day process. Otherwise, the extra running cost would ultimately drain up all your passions to continue. In fact, the development of our central data repository and new website is not entirely driven by open data, but more at the core to streamline our existing work. We simply take this opportunity to answer to the need for open data in parallel. This is a real example of how we integrate open data into our work. From time to time, there must be occasions that you need to enhance your processes and systems. It will be easier if you can include open data as one of the requirements. These are what I'm sharing with you. Thanks for your watching.